Well, today we are in the Hagerstown area of Maryland, and we are at Crossroads Antique Center. So, this is the first time I've ever been here before. In a recent video, I was right next door at Beaver Creek Antiques. They're literally side by side, so I figured we'd come over here and check this out. I'm giving myself an hour. An hour. It looks pretty large, but I'm only giving myself an hour because I do want to get to Frederick and check out the Goodwill because it's been a while since we've been there. So we're gonna head in and see what we can find that we can buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. Those things are just amazing. Wow, that one has cowrie shells. That one looks like it's beaded. It says this is ethnographic art. So this was probably from the exhibit. And those are just outstanding. I have a friend who collects African art, so he would probably really think these were cool. But it looks like they're $14,000 and $12,500. So they're a little spendy. This booth here looks like it's 10% off of each item over $10. They also have a cash discount. I noticed that a lot in Maryland, that you pay cash or check and you get an extra discount, or no discount at all if you're paying with credit card. But I've noticed these bowls in here. We've got this one is an art glass bowl. It's $30 each. I think each because there's another one up there on this. Well, actually, there's two more up there. We gotta check those out. This is a beautiful glass flower bowl. I'm not sure if this would be Murano or not. It could also be Chalet or possibly Czech. Super heavy. It is $30. Over here, we've got two more. They're kind of the same design there. I don't think we really need any glass bowls right now, and the design of those is nice, but it's just kind of plain, so I think I'll pass for $30. To walk by, and then I noticed this hiding down here at the bottom. It's extremely dusty, but this bowl with the silver flaking in it and the purple, I think I really like that for $18. It's cheaper than the others, and the design is a lot more appealing, at least to me. So we will grab this for $18, and I think this vendor also has 15% off. Some nice pieces out here on this table. Some glass bells there. Figurine. This is an interesting piece. I like how whimsical the trees are. They kind of remind me of the truffula trees. This is Hainesware Gainsborough decoration. That's an interesting piece. This looks like it matches a vase that we have up right now on eBay. This is Haynes Pottery Miriam Bowl. This one is signed on the bottom, but the design is identical to the vase. So I think the vase that we have, the mystery vase with no marking on it, is in fact this Haynes Pottery Miriam Bowl. It's really interesting. Stick that back here. The reason I came into this booth was because of this piece back here. Pottery vase rabbit or cat. I feel like that's a cat. It is $20. There's a signature on the bottom, but it seems to be a little tricky. I think for just $20, that would make a nice utensil holder by the stove. So we will take this up front with us. We have a very remarkable pair of birds. They actually match a bird. It was either a duck or a goose that we pulled out of the Gus house, the hoarder house. These are $2.75 for the pair. It's the same technique, except these ones have these added colors to them. But that yellow with the gold, I think those are fantastic. They've got $2.75 on the pair of those, and I may consider that, given that we have the duck that goes with them. Bird down here is only $85, and this is fantastic. It's like a proud pigeon. I don't know if they call those puffer pigeons. Oh my gosh, I'm about to like lose it because I just noticed that dog over there is amazing. So we've got the dog, we have the pigeon, and then over here we've got this Mondrizato faceted vase. So there's some really, really amazing pieces in here. I just spent $800 at the antique mall next door, but I suspect that this is about to get expensive. So here's the doggy. And then we're getting the birds as well. He's great. So I did end up buying the dog, the white bird, and the 2 gold birds. I asked about a discount, and the vendor, I guess, does 5% when you pay with credit card and 10% when you pay with cash. Unfortunately, I have no cash, I have no checks, so I will be getting 5% off of those guys, but I don't come across pieces like that very often, so when I do, I feel like they're worth grabbing. So we're going to continue down this way and see what else we can find. The owl is fantastic. I guess it's Freeman McFarland 1970s owl, $75. It's a really neat figurine. I was definitely drawn to it, but at $75, I'm really not sure we can do much with that. Over here, we've got this neat West Germany vase. I like the design of that. This one is $45. West Germany. It's a really neat piece. I'm just not sure how much room there is for us on that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna spin you guys this way. Does this guy look familiar? I think he does. They've got $45 on him. We bought one identical to this recently at Sledworks Antiques. This one is $45. I don't believe that ours was quite that much, and I think I got about $50 for it. So, unfortunately, it's pretty much right at retail. Little dishes here are Murano. I've bought and sold those in the past, and they do surprisingly well. But it seems like every time I find them, I have to send Peter a message and say, hey, what type of glass is this again? Because I always forget. I think I've had to do that every time I've bought them. These are $20 each, so I don't think that's going to work for us. But all the ones I've found have always been yellow and green and black. So seeing the blue ones is pretty cool. Here is a frog, and I believe it's Talavera pottery. They have it marked as Polish pottery, but he's just so colorful and floral. He's not marked on the bottom, but he's very reminiscent of Talavera pottery and not necessarily Polish pottery. The other piece I really liked was this doggy here, but he is $46.95, unfortunately. He looks to be Italian, if I had to guess, but I did not turn him over to check. We've got a bunch of spongeware here. And up on this shelf, there appears to be some glass. There is a Murano clown. I have attempted to buy and sell those before. I think I either broke even or I lost a little bit. So I'm going to steer clear from that guy. And I think we're going to go with this. Oh, that's really neat. Kind of narrow in here. It makes me nervous with my purse. But I noticed this guy up here. Oh, he's Eldrith. I thought he was going to be BBP. He's an Eldrith piggy for $25. Juggling my camera now at this point. He is. He's Eldrith, 2001. He's a piggy. He is $25. I'm trying to think how much I got for the last piggy I sold, because I have bought and sold the Eldrith piggy before. $25 is a really good price for it. I feel like I would be just at the point of being able to make some money on that, but I think he has to stay here. There are a ton of cases here in this aisle, so we're going to very methodically search through the cases and see what we can find. That in there looks like a older Murano swan, that red one. I had to look them up recently, and I noticed a common theme with those yellow eyes. Granted, it's not foolproof, but it seemed to be a thing. Oh my gosh, look at all these figurines. These are fantastic. All right, I'm going to take a minute, slow down, and focus. That picture up there looks interesting for $29. I was kind of hoping it would be marked Picard, but it's not. It's very heavy gold, and the painting is very nice on it. $25 each item. Okay, there you go. Have to pay attention here. All right, let's see here. They have a nice applied floral vase in this. Oh my gosh. What are you doing there? Just chilling? That looks like $175. Darn it. Darn you. Why you gotta be so expensive? $175. Well, shoot. All right, well, I have to pass on him, I guess. Well, here we have a Jordan Imports Company bird. I've seen these in the catalog before, the Jordan Imports catalog. This guy is $39. I like the duck. I think I've had the horse and I've had the dog, and I think the swan looks better because it's more natural. Like, here's the body of the swan, but with the other critters it was just awkward. Tell you what, squeezing in and out of these booths is making me real nervous. These pieces here are very nice. We have an ashtray and then a box. It's $38. I had one very similar to this once. It was a blue opaline, and it was Barbini, I believe. So I'm not sure if this is Murano. I may have to look that up. But there is an ashtray. This little thing here doesn't look like it was intended to have a lid. And then this. So I feel like we should look those up. I love that it's a complete set. We're on Worth Point right now. This right here is the piece that I had. And if you look at it, it looks almost identical to that piece with the little leaf. It was Fratelli Toso. It was not Barbini. So I was having trouble finding it. If you scroll up, they have this set as well, which includes that opalescent piece and that. This set sold for $125. And that was another 3-piece set, and that was back in 2020. So here we've got one that sold for $85, and they have $38 on the entire set. I feel like that's kind of a given, right? So we have to grab that and take that up front. So I ventured into this booth because before I was looking inside of this booth from the corner, decided to come in and check things out. I actually have one of these at the shop. Spangled glass basket. And that needs to be listed. But what I was really excited about when I finally decided to venture into this booth was this little guy right here. He is very curious. $15 art glass duck. He's weird coloring too. He's amber and green, and he's got his little green hat. And then we have this little guy in here for $15. I suspect that he is likely a donkey. $15. I mean, he seems to be fairly decent quality. I don't see a lot of bubbles or inclusions in the glass. And I think we'll take both of these as well. What in the world is that thing? Oh my goodness. What is that lamp? I have nowhere to set down these glass figurines. What do we have on that? $395. Oh, it's a Sasha Brastoff. Of course it is. Sasha Brastoff, $395. I don't think I've ever seen a Sasha Brastoff lamp before. So that's pretty exciting. That thing is outstanding. Now I have something to look forward to finding out in the wild, like at Goodwill or something, where it's maybe $20 and not $395. Well, I sure would love to find some fairy lights, and I feel like if I put it out there into the universe, I will find fairy lights. So I'm just, putting it out there. Maybe we'll find some. This was a really interesting looking piece from a distance. I love that matte green and the way the horse is kind of looking sideways. I looked at the bottom. It is Stengel. I feel like it might be an older Stengel piece, but I'm not going to get the tag to flip over. They want $68 for that, and for something I'm not familiar with, I'm not really comfortable spending $68. Well, you'll look at that. I put it out into the universe and it came back to me. But it looks they've got $40 on this. It is a Westmoreland fairy light. And I'm not real confident about that price point for a West. If it was Fenton, I might consider it. But I haven't seen the Westmoreland ones perform as well as the Fenton. At least mine anyway. Over here we have a tumble up. They've got $12 on this tumble up. I'm surprised that it's not damaged because it's extremely thin. But for only $12, it's like a jadeite green tumble up. I doubt it'll glow, but I'll take my black light out and give it a try anyway. All right, here we go, the test. No, it does not glow, but it's still a nice piece. I like the color of it. You'll just have to be very careful when fumbling for it in the dark that you don't accidentally crack it. A little Artisanio Rinconada collection and Pixie collection happening over here. This vendor is 20% each over $10 and then 5% more if you pay with cash. But we've got the llama here, which is really great because I've found the baby llama multiple times. I've never found the mommy llama, so it's nice to finally figure out what she looks like. We also have a little skunk here. This is only $9 for the skunk. And it does say 20 each item over 20. Okay. So this one isn't quite. Oh, he has a little chip there on his foot. That may be why he's discounted. The anteater is 15. And this little guy over here, this llama, is 15. Maybe they're a family of llamas. But for only $15 each and then that extra discount, I think those are worthwhile for me. My goodness, there he is again. What were the chances that we would run into this guy again? And I kind of wonder if he's the same one, because we're not too far from the last antique mall where we saw him. But I mean, I could have a whole pack of wolves on my front lawn if I purchased this one and the other one. I think that would be pretty cool. I guess you could contact seller for a new statue. It says Blood on the Street Retail at outlook.com. It's interesting. But at a really neat set back here. It's this right here. They've got $15 on that. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get down, give you a better look. I absolutely love the contrast of this. Now, it is reverse painted. I have purchased this in the past. A lot of the times when I find it, the paint on the inside is really worn. So to find it like this is really exciting. Louisville. Wait a second. Louisville Pottery cookies for Santa. I love that for $10. Isn't that adorable? I feel like I'll use this. I'll take this for my kids. We could put cookies out for Santa on an official plate. But anyway, back to this. This is really, I'm not sure if Heisey Glass makes this, but you can kind of see the reverse painting. There is a little tiny chip there. But it almost looks like a bubble, like it was a manufacturer's defect that's spread into a chip. So, it is one set. 2 pieces. Chipped, both unique. Okay. Yeah, that was the only chip I saw, but it looked like it came from a bubble in the glass, so we'll take that for $15. Really something fantastic that I've never seen before. It is also Louisville Pottery. It's a fishbowl, and these cats are kind of circling this fishbowl. They've got $95 on it, and I did look up comps because it's not something I'm familiar with, and it does sell for a little over $100. So at $95, that's a great deal for it, but not for something that we've got to flip for a profit, especially when it's that large. And I imagine that because it's pottery, it's quite heavy, and pottery and glass together, I just don't feel comfortable even at the idea of shipping that. Now that's something I have never seen before. That is a $40 rose. I guess it would be just rose. It's not medallion, but Famille Rose plate, and it's got a peacock on it. It says as is because it's clearly been repaired, but I've never seen the peacock before in a design. Unfortunately, it is $40 though. Now I am closing in on that hour time limit, and I gave myself, but we've only got one more row left to go. So I think I'm gonna check out this row, and then we're gonna get out of here. We have to check out this booth right here because they do have some really nice glass in here. This piece right here, $25. This is a faceted piece. Look at the way that's faceted. That's really neat. And it's an orange piece. This is, again, one I've never seen before. I'm trying to be more selective in the pieces of Murano that I'm picking up, and I'm trying to pick up pieces that I have not seen before. And this honeycomb design is one that I'm not familiar with. Is also 20% off. Even when paid with card, which I like. It's only $18. I've seen it before. I've sold it before. I think I could probably get $40 for that. And then we've got this. This is just marked Murano. They've got $25 on this duck. Now we bought the other ducks, but $25 on this guy is also a good price. So I've got this stuff, and I think I'm gonna grab that ashtray back there. The other ones, not as excited about, but I think we probably have at least $1,000 up at the front. This little guy here reminds me of a Bertel Valian poodle that I had a while ago. It says large dog glass paperweight, $7. It looks like a lab. And we had the poodle. We had two poodles actually. We got it at the flea market in Springfield. I'm going to guess that this is Bertil Valian. Sure, that's not how you pronounce it. But we will take him with us for $7. Hey, look at these little guys. You know what these remind me of is that crab that we had not too long ago. Authentic stoneware, CC. They've got $12 on the fish. They're really fun. They do remind me of that crab that we found at the Goodwill. Except they're a little bit more, oh, they are like the crab. Look, they're marked Diane, and the crab was also marked Diane. That sold for $50, the crab, so let's grab the fish, shall we, for $12. Alright, well our total spend there was $676, which is way less than I thought I had spent, so it was pleasantly surprising when I got up and it's only $676. We got some really quality glass today. I love going to new antique malls and finding lots of goodies and lots of glass, and it was all, well, most of it was reasonably priced, so we got some really great prices on that Murano. And I'm out of breath because I just carried out 2 boxes, but we're going to get out of here now. I have to make a stop on the way home to pick up Andrew's Christmas present, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see all of you tomorrow. So long. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.